Choosing the course of journalism for your career is hard. You're not meant to do it to make a lot of money. You're meant to do it because you have a passion for giving people the news and the facts and the right information. And if you have that passion, then journalism will be for you.
I learned a great deal about the structuring of a story, but I think for me the most useful thing was probably the simple business of being sent out the door of City University and told to go and find a story. Because it's quite easy when you're a journalist to think, well, the news organisation that I worked for will get you through a door, will help you to meet someone, will get you an interview, and actually just walking along a street and trying to find a story and then either knocking on a door or speaking to someone cold and trying to understand what they do and why they do it. That was probably the most useful thing for me.
I think London is the best place to study journalism. First of all, it's just such an amazing city to live in, but secondly, there's so many job opportunities here, whether it's doing an internship or work experience, or even just having an opportunity to find news in the city. And there's always so much to do, so much going on.
I can't believe it. I graduated from City 10 years ago and moved back to New York from London. And about 6 weeks after coming back, I landed a job as Scott Pelley's assistant. And it was the best cup of coffee I ever served because the last 10 years have been the wildest ride of my life. I have since worked for him as an associate producer. And from an associate producer, I was promoted to a producer. And in those 10 years, we've traveled to Afghanistan, to the Democratic Republic of Congo to cover the war. We've been to Haiti, covering the aftermath of the earthquake. We went to Japan, covering the tsunami. And we've done stories all across America about unemployment and poverty. So we've been busy.
Journalism is in the throes of a technological revolution. We are able to tell stories in ways that were unimaginable when I studied at City. So I hope that what people get out of City is not just what I got, which was, one, a sense of how you talk to people, how you ask them a question, two, how you structure a story and how you report the news, and three, also a great set of colleagues and friends who, in the ups and downs of life in Fleet Street, help you through. But these days also a real technical understanding of how you deliver news to the largest number of people in the most intelligible and intelligent of ways.
When I was here, a lot of my worries were about doing my CVs and job applications and things like that. But I made a lot of appointments to see my tutors, and they were always willing to help, and they always had time, and they always sat down with me to go through all these problems. I knew that City would help me get a job in some way, but I didn't really ever expect, to leave City with having the job that I have now, which is working for one of the best newspapers in the country.
My time at City University were some of the best years I've ever had in my life. I met some of the best friends I've ever had. I think having the diversity at your fingertips in every classroom and with every professor and in every social setting made it so that you were constantly learning whether you were in a classroom or not. And so I think that was the biggest and greatest asset of going to City that has helped me now in my journalism career.